Hey guys, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I want to talk today about keeping it simple. I am a German teacher, as some of you probably already know if you've listened to any of my previous podcasts. And we have a saying in foreign language, which is keep it simple, stupid, or the acronym is KISS. And we always say this to students when we're teaching them and they try to write paragraphs. We always ask them, write about what you did yesterday, but what we really want them to do is to use the vocabulary that they've had from their chapter. But what some students will inevitably do is go right to Google Translate, which is like I don't even have the words to describe how much we hate Google Translate, but they'll go right to that because they think that they don't have what they need to create these sentences. So they go right there and they try to translate word for word what they actually did instead of just using the vocabulary we had from the chapter and creating the sentences they already know how to create. And so, of course, what happens is that they try to use tenses they've never had before. Like, they try to use past tense and they haven't had it, like simple past. We're teaching conversational past. They try to use simple past, which is totally irregular. That has to be memorized. They don't know how to use it. Then they try to use other tenses that they've never had and try to use future tense and all of these things. And their sentences become a mixed up, garbled pile of junk that when you read it, you're like, I don't even know what you were trying to say. Like, what were you trying to say? I can't even, if I were to throw this in Google Translate the other way and it were to give me the English, this would not make sense. What were you doing? But my point in this whole story is that thinking that they don't have everything they already need right now to do a task that obviously I'm not going to give them if I don't think that they should know how to do it. But trying to rely on people other than themselves to do something that they perfectly know how to do. They know how to do it well. They practiced it. They have all of the tools necessary. They have everything they need to do it and to be successful. And yet they skip straight ahead to Google Translate and they don't even try to do it on their own. And I just tell them, why would I give you an assignment that you don't know how to do, and why do you think the purpose of the assignment would be for you to go and use Google Translate? Like, what is that teaching you? I mean, the only thing it really is teaching you is that Google Translate is garbage, but why would I assign you that? Like, what would be the purpose of that? So they totally miss the point of the assignment. And so the reason that I am relaying this to you, this whole keep it simple, is because I really feel like we all do this in our own lives. We are given some kind of, let's say, problem, even though I think that things that we consider problems are really just tasks that we're supposed to learn from. And I love that from a teacher point of view. Yes, this is just a task. This is just something that is supposed to help you learn and help you to cement your knowledge and practice. And I believe that that is actually what problems, or what things that we perceive as problems, are really here to do. So if something happens, a problem happens, a situation arises. Now, I believe that God, the universe, source, knows the same thing that the teacher does, that we know you have the tools already to deal with whatever has come up. But you panic and you don't think that you can handle it. You don't know how to deal with it. And so instead of going within, you seek help from without. And you go outside of your circle and you're panicking and you want everyone else to help you with this. And you're scrambling. And again, it's like you're throwing everything into a big Google Translate. You try to outsource all of the solutions to other people or other things, or, things you can pay for, instead of looking within and saying, like, well, how can I use what I already know about this to deal with this? Or what lesson am I supposed to be learning? Like, what tools do I need to really solve this problem? And then what happens is that same garbled junk output that Google Translate gives. It made things so much more difficult and complicated because instead of doing what was obvious and simple the first time, we tried to make things more complicated. We tried to say, I can't handle this, and give it to somebody else. and it just became a mess. And so if you want an example of that in real world terms, it's like I've been really struggling with what should I do as far as a direction for my business, and for the book that I want to publish. Like, how should I go about this? And I'm stressing, and I'm trying to look to all these other people who have all the answers. They'll watch my free webinar and attend this seminar and pay for this and do this, and it'll help your business and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the list goes on. You see those things pop up in your Facebook or on Instagram or all of those social media sites all the time. People wanting you to pay, or sometimes they're even free, like join this free webinar. And then you do, and you spend about an hour listening to something that you're like, I already knew that. And my point is, you're not learning anything new from these people. And I'm not saying that there isn't anything useful in webinars and things like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, like, for me, myself, I was wasting all of this time, like, I need to seek help from, these people and look at their webinars and see what they're doing. And I was seeking it outside of myself. And nothing was changing, nothing was happening. Like, it wasn't helping me in any positive way. All it was doing was wasting the amount of time I had to take care of things I needed to take care of. And when I stepped away from that, and I listened to another portion of Wayne Dyer's book, where he talked about, his book Wishes Granted, and he talked about how we have everything we need and we are God, and that we need to make sure that our thoughts are not negative, and that whatever comes after the I am thoughts that we have is positive, and that we don't fill our heads and our imagination with anything negative, anything that we don't want to happen. And I realized that, I think I probably was allowing myself to do that. I was allowing my ego to take over and the fear to set in of, why isn't this happening in the timing that I want? What is going on, And it caused me to really look within and to look at myself and say, I have everything I need right now. Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and it is working and it's paying off. And I can tell that it's just a slow process right now, which to me, anything that you build a solid foundation on is a slow process. It doesn't happen overnight. So I was just getting impatient and antsy, and I needed to check myself, as I like to say, but I really did. And I needed to check that ego and tell myself, you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to be happening. Things are going on behind the scenes. You're steadily gaining followers and clients, and this is the way that it's supposed to happen. And you have everything you need right now, and you are successful right now. And that's what we need to tell ourselves is we are not, I will be successful. I am successful right now. I have the tools I need right now. We don't say it's going to happen like it's future. We're saying it like it's happening now, because honestly, even if it's something we're wanting to manifest in the future, we're doing what we need to do right now to make those things happen. So it's happening now. And to me, that was a huge comfort and a big aha moment. Like, yeah, it is happening right now. Like, I don't know why I keep thinking this future stuff. It's happening now. I am successful now. I am wealthy now. I have everything I need now. And so instead of trying to make everything complicated, it's really so simple. And we need to keep it simple. And I need to tell myself, keep it simple, stupid, because it is the ego, and that's the part of me that sometimes acts in a very stupid way. I get in my own way. I get in my own head. I'm my worst enemy sometimes when I don't sit back, relax, be in the here, be in the now, and know that I am everything I need to be right now. I have everything right now. and to stop worrying about it, not to let fear creep in and cause me to lose my footing, because I am exactly where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do. I love what I do. I am successful at what I do. I have everything I need to do what I do. And there's nothing else other than that. I mean, nothing else is important. So how many times in your life do you get in your own way? Do you make things too complicated instead of keeping it simple? And what happens when we don't keep it simple? We tend to feel stupid because we end up making things a mess, tripping all over ourselves because we got in our own way. So I would like you just to take a moment and think about what areas of your life, where are you getting in your own way? And how can you learn to relax, focus, and just tell yourself, I am enough. I have what I need. I have all the tools I need. I am already successful. I am already wealthy. I'm already loved. I'm already this. I'm already that. Whatever you need to tell yourself. I would encourage you to think about that and to start having a mindset that you are already all the things you already wish. If you wish that you had a lot of money, I already have a lot of money. I wish I had love. I already have a lot of love. It's already yours. It's already yours. And isn't that an awesome feeling? It's already yours. We already talked about how powerful you are. And there's so much more power in not letting those negative thoughts creep in. And I heard something that Dr. Dyer said today that just floored me, but is the absolute truth. And it was like, wow, I never thought of it that way before. But anytime you complete that I am statement with something negative, like I am unlucky, I am not loved, I am stupid, anything that isn't positive and uplifting to you and your soul, that is what is blasphemous. Because you are insulting God, because you are God, you are God's creation. And so when you are being unkind to yourself, it's like being unkind to God, and that is what is blasphemous, not saying I am God. And what a truth that was. And it, again, so simple. It's so simple. And most things in life I'm really starting to learn and find out are simple. We humans have made them way more complicated than they have to be. Our souls and our spirits know it's supposed to be simple. We're the ones just mucking it up out here, not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We've forgotten the way. We've forgotten how simple it is. We're allowing our human nature to take over. Those egos will get us every time. Just something to think about, and I hope that it helps you to see something from a different perspective. Keep rocking it out in your life. Keep it simple. Love yourself, love others. Be kind to yourself and others. You are worthy and deserving. You already have everything you need. You are so rich and blessed. And I hope that you know that and feel that. And I hope you have a great day. I love you all, and I am sending so much love and light. If you are experiencing any kind of physical pain, emotional pain, just not feeling right, not feeling like yourself, and you want to try Reiki, please hop on over to my website. The address is in the description. You will feel so much better, and it will be amazing. I urge you to check that out if that's something at all you're interested in. And also, if you are interested in healing yourself or up-leveling spiritually, you want to dive deeper into more spiritual work, then I would also urge you to check out my website and check out A Purposeful Pilgrimage. It's a membership-only area where you'll have access to 22 lessons. They're supposed to be done daily, so there'll be 22 days. Plus, there will be additional resources, and I will continue to add things there for you, and you have access to that forever. So check that out on my website as well. It's A Purposeful Pilgrimage. Thank you all for listening and for supporting me. If you like this podcast, please share it with others. Please also leave comments or likes or stars for feedback. It makes me feel so good to know that what I do matters. It really does. And even if I just help one person, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm so thankful for you. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.